Gentlemen, let's see your appreciation for the gallant loser.
Come on, press your fighting. Get on.
£5, I'm offering. £5 for £1 a minute, gentlemen, to any man who can stay in the ring more than 5 minutes with a champ. Now, who is going to be next? How about you, sir? You, sir. Now, how about you, sir?
Go on.
£5, sir. £5.
No, thank you.
Not scared, are you?
Not hard up either.
Now, you're a fine young fella. Surely you would like the opportunity to prove you're a man.
Surely that's better than fornicating and fighting.
I see that you're wearing the green, sir. Do you share the cowardice common to the Irish?
I've English blood, too. Irishmen might attribute any cowardice to that.
Now, the champion is an Englishman, and he says that any Englishman is worth 10 of you, Mix. Now, what do you say to that?
His judgment's no better than his arithmetic.
Prove it.
If you insist.
The young gentleman doesn't want to give his name. Prefers to be buried anonymously. On my right, the mystery man. On my left, the unbeaten champ, the Devon Muller. Remember, gentlemen, no biting or gouging. Prepare to come to scratch.
Here. Who is that coach?
Come to scratch.
Hey, where'd they gone? They owe me a guinea for the photograph.
Still at this unseemly business?
It's not prohibited, Lieutenant.
Nor condoned.
As the law stands.
I'm the law here. You only operate if I say you operate. Understand? Good picking.
I scrape a living.
Don't we all? How long do you intend to stay here?
About a week, maybe more.
A week? Well, as long as there's no trouble, I don't see any harm.
Ah, you're a sportsman, Garth.
You seem to have forgotten something. My winning. Oh, don't tell me you forgot our wager.
How much?
£10.
£10.
And, of course, my original stake, making 20 in all.
With your luck, I don't think I can accept any more bets this week, Lieutenant.
I'm not greedy. Now, if you're here any longer, I may be tempted to try.
Pity you were so slow getting here. Might have got yourself a real big prize.
You know something? I never had my picture taken before.
And you won't again if Keogh gets his hands on that one.
Oh, no, there's a nasty thought. Sam was very good.
You seem surprised.
Well, booth fighting's kind of different.
Pity we couldn't wait for the winnings.
What winnings? I bet on the champ.
Joe, how could you?
We should have seen the guy. Elias' big brother.
That wouldn't worry Sam. He can take it.
Hey, I tell you what is a worry, that photograph. It'll be shown all around the colony.
We'd be famous.
We'd be finished.
Unless we can get hold of it first.
Orlock's the name? Harry Orlock. Lieutenant Keogh. Thought I'd call and make your acquaintance. You will have seen my studio.
Ah, yes, the photographer. Please, sit down.
Yes, I left Mrs. Orlock to look after things for the minute. Thought I'd call and have a bit of a chinwag. Cold day, ain't it? Bitter.
Something warming?
Just a touch. Yes, photography's my game. Well, at the moment, anyway. Last year, it was religious relics. But the bottom fell out of that. Tar did quite nicely, too. Importing direct from Jerusalem. You know who was at the fight yesterday as large as life, don't you?
Sam Cash.
Andy's, mate. Missed your chance there, eh? Can't afford too many like that, can you? No offence. But all those people there, and hardly a soul recognised them.
Descriptions on the wanted posters could be better, I agree.
So there's no sketches or drawings of them at all?
No.
A photograph would be quite useful then, eh?
If you could get them to pose for you.
What's he fetching, him and his mate?
£400.
If I somehow managed to take a photograph, well, how much would it be worth?
A share, no doubt.
Only a share? Well, who gets the rest?
Whoever gives us information leading to the arrest.
Oh, I see. Nice drop this, eh?
We'll keep out of the way till you get back.
Reckon he'll come?
If anyone can make him, Jessica can.
What if he's already given the photograph to Keogh?
You'll be the owner of a very well-known face.
You sure there's a bullet in this thing?
I'm sure.
Russian roulette. No wonder guys do this for a bet. You know what? I reckon you load a chamber, and the weight takes it right to the bottom. Every time, that's what I reckon. Every time. See?
Got another theory?
Take a seat. Won't be a minute.
I'm looking for Mr. Horlock.
And Mrs. Horlock. Can I help you at all?
Well,
I usually see to things when he's busy.
you take photographs too?
Most of them, actually. Harry only deals with special clients. Leaves the straightforward jobs to me.
How exciting. And, this is it.
Jeu de guerre. Very latest.
It's a miracle, isn't it? Huh. What they think up these days.
Do you have a sitting or a standing pose in mind?
Oh, do forgive me. I've explained. I haven't come to be photographed myself.
Oh. A family group, perhaps?
No, I came to ask Mr. Horlock if he would be prepared to...
Someone taking my name in vain? Harry Horlock, ma'am, at your service.
Mrs. Johnson.
Charmed. Be pleased to do your portrait. Be like nature itself. Very economical prices too, though, and Tintin is, of course, extra.
I see. But I really came to ask if you could take a photograph of my home.
Your home? Well, I don't know. Travelling takes time, and that's money.
Well, it's only a few miles away.
Oh, I'd love to, lady, but I can't get away from the business. Well, I've got all I can handle here.
Then perhaps your wife could come. She was saying...
Oh, I'd love
We've
to.
only the one camera, that's the trouble. Only the one.
What about the...
Why don't you go and do some developing, dear?
It's been done.
It'll need checking.
It's been checked.
The photograph?
Well, if I came, gave you my professional best, all my years of experience, well, it wouldn't be cheap.
The best never is.
Whoa there, Dolly. This is what I call a place, this is. Well, you can set up over there for a start, Betty, me love.
Here, let me give you a hand.
The client? Unload the wagon? Never. Particularly a lady, and such a pretty one.
Your concern is commendable. Your husband is such a gentleman, Mrs. Horlock.
Isn't he, though?
Cash. Brady.
In living color?
Oh, Mrs. Johnson.
Please, call me Jessica.
Father christened me Elizabeth. There'll be 5 brothers, soon became Betty, you know.
I like Betty.
Do you? I don't. No one seems to like their given name, do they? Anyway, Jessica, I was going to say, I'm very envious. I always wanted to settle down somewhere nice, but Harry...
Sam, cash.
You're a servant, man.
And,
Joe Brady at your service, ma'am.
You know these men.
Our paths have crossed.
well, what you want with me, sirs? I have little money and...
We don't want money. We want him.
They followed me here, I'm afraid.
Did they?
What do you want with my husband?
Now, don't worry yourself, man.
You won't hurt him, will you?
Depends.
You wouldn't want to upset a woman.
We don't intend to harm anyone. As long as we get what we came for.
And what's that?
Well, with 2 such delightful ladies for company, I think business can wait. Agreed?
Agreed.
Religious relics. Him?
We had one in our family. Great Aunt Maud. Used to spend all the days praying. Worked too. She eventually married the parson.
Good health.
Thank you.
Don't you think you've had enough?
I think the lady should make up her own mind.
Oh.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to serve you, ma'am.
Must be exciting being a bushranger, eh?
Well, it certainly beats hanging.
Short life and a merry one, eh?
Well, it's not the sort of business you leave to your kids. True story, this is.
Oh, really?
No, it is. True, listen. There's this Irishman, see? No offense, Sam. This Irishman, he gets off the boat in Sydney, and he sees his parcel on the dockside. So he goes over to it, and it's full of Bibles. He sees them sticking out a hole in the side. So he says, I better take these to the police because anybody religious might be tempted to pinch one.
Now look, I've had enough. And I object to that man dancing with my wife.
Oh, Harry, you've never bothered to dance with me for years.
That's not the point. I'm your husband, and I say who you can dance with and who you can't.
Not if she's a widow.
Give them a chance to discuss whatever it is they want to discuss.
I know I shouldn't say it, but I haven't had so much fun for years.
Me too.
I suppose it's because they're so wicked. Are they really so bad?
Not half as bad as they're painted, I'm sure.
I wonder what they want with Harry.
I wonder.
Honest, I don't have it with me.
But you do have it.
Safe.
What about Keogh?
What about him?
He's your only buyer for that photograph apart from us.
That's why I want to consider your offer before I make up my mind.
You want an offer? I'll give you one. You hand over the photograph, or I'll introduce you to Russian roulette. That's my offer.
Look, I told you I don't have it with me. Anyway, you can't scare me. The loaded chamber always goes to the bottom.
Whoever thought that one up's got to be empty-headed.
You are me, and you'll never get the photograph.
Nor will anyone else.
No, maybe somebody hands it to the police on my death.
And maybe they don't.
But you can't risk it, can you, son? Look, I've got something you want, right? Now, all I'm asking's a fair price.
How much?
Well, it's not that simple, is it? I mean, I hand you the photograph and I might never see the money.
You have my word.
Well, can't bank that, son.
What do you have in mind?
You gave a pretty fair show in the ring the other day.
So?
We could do it again.
Possibly.
On your last showing, you carry good money. You'd be odds-on favourite. But I bet on the other fella. Because, you know, I got the feeling that after half an hour, Sam Cash would be beaten. Do you understand? No fight. No photograph.
No. It's not easy with all the men at the diggings. But we manage.
Gold doesn't benefit everyone, it seems.
No, certainly not. Finished your business?
Very satisfactory, I'd say.
We'll see. Thank you for your hospitality, ma'am.
There's coffee.
Sure.
Oh, we'd better be going. We've a fair ride ahead of us.
Back in time for the boxing then, eh?
Maybe.
It's up to you.
Ladies?
If he gives you any trouble, you let me know.
Bye.
If only I had my pistol.
You don't have a pistol.
That's right, pick on me. But if I had one, I'd use it, wouldn't I?
Well, if you're feeling brave. That's loaded.
Yeah, well, there's two of them, that's the trouble.
It's double-barreled.
It's a job for the police, really. I'll report it when I get back.
Do we have to? They are wanted men, Betty.
That's right, Mrs. Johnson. They're blackguards, villains, thieves.
But they are men.
Long ride, he says. We could have been inside drinking hot coffee.
We must stay out of the way until...
Well, did you get it from him?
Too smart for that.
Celebration, Lieutenant?
Really?
You want Sam Cash. And I'm going to give him to you. For a consideration, of course.
So, Flash Harry bets on the champ, and you, what's the expression?
Sam takes a dive.
It's the idea. He wants me to stay on my feet for half an hour to make it look good.
And for that, you get the photograph?
That's the deal.
Have you agreed to it?
Not yet, but it's getting keen consideration.
We could place a couple of bets on ourselves.
Joe.
Well, cover what I lost the last time. Seemed crazy not to.
Maybe I won't have to fight.
Oh?
Not if we can get our hands on that photograph first.
Lieutenant?
Morning, ma'am. What a pleasant
I
surprise.
have a complaint to make, a very serious complaint.
Sam Cash.
You've heard?
Please. Mr. Horlock, the photographer. He made a report as soon as he returned to town.
Good. I hope he told you everything.
But Cash and Brady invaded your home, ate, drank, and forced their attentions upon you.
Well, I must say, in all fairness, there was nothing, indelicate.
I should hope not.
However, a lady likes to choose her dancing partners and not have dirty, unwashed vagabonds entering her house.
Of course.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
Oh, we're constantly on the alert, looking for ways and means.
Looking is where it ends.
Well, I do have high hopes of securing...
Hopes.
Well, much more than high hopes, in fact.
Oh?
I can say with a certain amount of confidence that Cash and Brady will not be at large for much longer.
We've heard this so often.
True, but this time I think will be the last.
What gives you such confidence, Lieutenant?
I have certain information to hand. That's all I can say at present.
Well, I appreciate your position. It must be very difficult trying to trap these rogues. If only we had a sketch or something.
That would be a real help, ma'am. But there's none.
Well, if it isn't the bushranger's darling.
Jessica.
You recovered from your excitement?
Oh, it was exciting, wasn't it? Me dancing with another man. A notorious one at that.
There's something fascinating about the thoroughly wicked, don't you agree? I can forgive a man anything, except dullness.
No, hardly that. Oh, not like Harry. All he ever thinks about is business, business, business.
I wonder what business they had with him. I mean, they didn't steal anything, did they? Except for a few dances, that is.
I'm not sure. It had something to do with the photograph, Harry said.
With them?
Yes. I'd love to see it. Don't know what he's done with it.
In there, perhaps?
No. He said it was worth quite a bit to him. So he put it in a safe place.
You mean it's hidden?
He doesn't know I've got this spare one.
Keep
There's all these little bits and pieces in here. Things he wants to keep from me.
I see.
I wonder.
What's the matter?
Well, you're a married woman. I suppose it's all right.
What is?
You're broad-minded, aren't you?
Well, I'd like to think so.
I wouldn't want to offend you.
It's not easy to do.
Art studies, he calls them.
For serious students, no doubt.
Men, what do they see in them?
Who knows? Is it in there? Eh? The bush rangers.
No, I can't see it.
Betty? Betty! Get me a quid out of the till, woman. Hello, hello. Called for your photograph then, eh?
The homestead, yes.
Don't stand there gawping, my love. Get it for the lady then.
Oh, please. I'm in no hurry. Betty and I were just talking about our little adventure yesterday, weren't we?
Ought to be hanged, they did. Terrorising innocent people like that.
Who was terrorised?
Well, Betty was for a start. Forcing her to dance like that against her will.
They didn't force me, Harry. They asked me ever so nicely.
And what would have happened if you'd have refused? Tell me that.
Maybe I should have.
I believe you have a photograph of the villains.
Betty,
Oh, dear. Have I said something I shouldn't?
it's confidential, that is. It's supposed to be a secret.
Then why tell me, eh?
See what I have to put up with? My better half's the end of the mouth.
It was my fault.
Don't you understand? That picture's worth a lot to me. A lot.
I'd love to see it.
And so you shall. It'll be on view to the public at the weekend.
Horrible man. Why did she marry him?
Wasn't for his charm.
I'd like to play roulette with that guy's head. All 6 loaded.
Joe, I thought you Americans believed in a fair fight.
Well, it's better odds than he's giving us.
You're positive Keogh hasn't got the picture already?
Well, he said he had no sketches of you, nothing. I believe him.
I wouldn't believe him if he said tomorrow's Thursday.
It's Friday.
Oh. See what I mean?
But I really think he's telling the truth. Why should he lie?
Habit.
Oh, I think Jessica's right. Keogh doesn't know about that picture yet. Harry would have to let him in on the scheme if he didn't. Flash Harry wants the lot.
You reckon Keogh'll turn up just as the fight ends,
As they're settling the bets, not before.
leaving Harry to clean up on the bets and the reward.
Any idea where that picture might be hidden? Got the match?
Just a minute. All right. How big is this thing?
Oh, about. Be like this, I should think.
Where do you keep it?
Could be anywhere.
You know something? I'm dying to see it, and that's the truth. I ain't never had my picture taken before.
We're both lucky that way.
I ain't never seen myself except when I shave. That ain't too often. Almost had it done once, though, you know.
What?
Had my picture taken. Made the appointment and all.
What happened?
Got held up by 5 of the prettiest little pictures you ever did see.
An all-girl band.
No. 4 queens and an ace.
Why should that slow you down?
Leaving the other guy's hand. Took me 2 days to win my money back.
Here's something that would really slow you down.
So this Irishman, see this Mick, picks up these Bibles and takes them to a policeman. And he says, Officer, I think you'd better have these. Because somebody a bit religious might be tempted to pinch one. Might be tempted to pinch it.
Seems a shame to leave it.
You know what? You're a good bloke.
Thank you.
For a copper. No, I mean it. There's not too many of you in £50, is there?
No, I suppose not.
We got things in common. I can talk to you.
I know what you mean.
Man of the world.
Yes.
And all that. You fond of art?
Art?
You know.
Well, I know what I like.
Do you like art studies?
Hmm?
The female form. Nothing, you know, distasteful. Very artistic.
You have some?
Imported from Paris. I keep them for my discreet gentleman clients. Would you care to view some?
I'm a bit of a connoisseur myself, you know.
Well then, I might find something to suit your taste. Bring that lamp, eh? Say fiddling about. Oh, let that flame be lying about.
Where are you? Here. Where's here?
Where shall we start? Blondes or brunettes?
Anything.
You must have fallen asleep. Any luck?
Afraid not.
Coffee?
Please.
What's the next move?
Bed.
After bed.
First thing, training.
Training?
I've got a fight tomorrow.
But you'll be caught. It's a trick, you know that.
Maybe with a few of our own.
Well, that's beautiful.
Mean, huh? Okay, now you try it. Oh, very good.
Why does Sam need all this? I mean, he managed well enough the other day.
Well, for 3 minutes. Today I need to stay on my feet a lot longer.
Here's another. Throw punch. Straight in my jaw. Go on.
You sure?
Yeah.
Now let me try.
Okay. No. Try it again.
Yeah.
Oh. Now, here's one that's laid a few low. But do it nice and slow so you get the idea, right? Okay.
Hey. Let's try that again.
Do it for real.
You're the teacher.
See, you never know what the other guy's going to do, right?
Joe, where'd you pick all this up?
Oh, I used to be a booth fighter one time.
You never said.
Think I'm wearing this nose for a bet? Okay, let's see what you learned. Okay, here comes a right. My money's on you, pal.
And that's it.
You're quite sure he'll be there?
He'll be there all right.
How do you know?
I've got something he wants. It's that simple.
Oh? What?
I'm afraid, Lieutenant, that will have to be my secret for the while.
As you wish.
You just leave it to Harry, and everything will be apple pie.
I hope so.
You just do your part right.
There's no fear of that.
And whatever you do, don't turn up before 12:30, otherwise you'll scare him off. Arriving before could ruin the whole scheme, and we don't want to do that, do we? Oh, you can pay for your art studies when you fix me up for this. There's no hurry.
Till later, then.
12:30 and not a moment before.
12:30 it is.
I'm glad you decided to make it.
I'm sure you are.
Now, I'm betting a bundle on you, so make it look good. I'll give you the nod when to go down. It'll be about 30 minutes, all right?
Where's the picture?
It's in a safe place.
Well, let's see it.
Now, that'd be foolish. Then you'd never fight.
How do I know you've got it here?
Trust me, old son.
You can't bank that.
Come on, it's nearly time.
On my left, the mystery man, a gentleman amateur that some of you may know. And on my right, the Devon Muller. Gentlemen, prepare to come to scratch. Remember, no biting, no gouging. Come up to scratch. Both hands, Randy.
That's a good show, isn't it?
Yeah. That's it, both hands.
Busy?
Not too busy to see you. What brings you to town?
You.
Me?
I want to talk, woman to woman.
What about?
Men?
Oh, I can't help too much there. Harry's the only man I've ever known. Must have been mad.
Actually, I don't want to talk about men in general, but two in particular.
You got him licked, pal.
Oh, I did have fun. Harry gave me hell afterwards, but it was worth it.
Good.
There's something about those two.
I know what you mean.
Sam, for instance. He's such a gentleman.
He's got to make it look good, but not too good so as you don't get up.
Up to scratch. Sam knows what he's doing.
It's funny to think he's a criminal. He's so charming. Yes, that's the word. Charming.
He's got a bit of the Irish about him, all right.
But I think I prefer Joe. More my age, I suppose. And that voice of his, you know, it seems a funny thing to say, but it's almost romantic. Don't you think?
Kill him! Kill him! Get off the rope! Get off the rope!
It's a pity
What is?
about those two. It's a pity they'll end up on the gallows.
They may not. I mean, they have to be caught first, don't they?
At this very moment, they're walking into a trap, set by your husband.
Harry? But how?
Don't ask me how I know, I just do.
But what's Harry got to do with it?
Ah, good one.
I still don't understand what you have to do with all this. Let's just say I like to see justice done. And I think you do too. Harry never told me about all this money. The reward and everything. Keeping it as a surprise for you, perhaps?
Keeping it for some of his fancy women, I'll be bound. I'll not see a penny.
There's still a chance he might not get it.
Huh?
Did you take the photograph with him?
I didn't see anything. No. They think that Harry has it with him. Dropbox.
Well, they're not sure. That's why they had to go.
Risk capture.
Sam aims to finish the fight early, before Keogh gets there.
You got him worried, Sam.
I'm blowed if I know where he's hidden it.
It must be somewhere pretty safe, out of harm's way. Be pretty fragile, wouldn't it? Oh, no, it couldn't be.
What? It could, you know. What do we do?
Destroy it.
Oh, he'd kill me if he thought I'd broken it.
Don't they fade in strong sunlight?
Actually, the reverse. They go black. Same thing happens if they're not fixed properly.
Oh, could it now? Poor Harry, you should have been more careful. You'd think a man of his experience wouldn't make a mistake like that.
You'll be furious.
No more unwelcome guests, I trust?
None.
I shouldn't think you'll be troubled in the future.
Well, I'm pleased to hear that you have things under control. Now, if you'll excuse me, Lieutenant, I have a most pressing engagement.
Of course, ma'am. Mount up.
Ten more minutes and I reckon that'll be enough.
10 more minutes, huh? Sam! Sam!
What's up?
I'm up to step.
Stay down. It's time to go.
Is it?
Sam. You were absolutely stunning.
Thanks to Joe. Pity we couldn't win winnings.
What winnings? I changed my bet halfway.